We love you, Miss Rhyne.
Here's to you, Joe, my poet in the building. I give you a story, you give me a poem. We go way back to the times we were negotiating together. You, the one that likes to argue and debate. Me, that ran the salary schedules. I can remember being in my bedroom where I had the computer. You and I dreaming, well, what if the school district gave us a $1,000 raise? What would it cost? Okay, we can't do that. How about a $500 raise? Well, if we gave the new teachers a $10 raise and maybe us an $800 raise, what would it look like? We had lots of good times back then, lots of laughs about the what ifs of the world. Your heart is good, your heart is pure, and sometimes, Joe, you know this, your heart is stubborn, but I'm going to love you anyway. I wish you nothing but the best in your retirement. I hope you can take that poetry mind of yours and make an impactful change in other people's lives when you write poems from them, for them, when they share their stories to you. You have a lot to offer. You have grandchildren that love you, and your grandchildren are your world. One of these days, I'll be joining you. Love you, Joe.
Go ahead. Miss Ryan, we just want to wish you the best, and hopefully you will enjoy this time with your grandchildren. We know how much you love them. Have fun. Happy retirement.
Most of you may not know that Joe, or Frida as I really know her, and I graduated from high school together. And now she's retiring. And thanks, Joe. Now you're leaving me as the oldest person in this building. And from the looks of this video as I'm filming it, I feel like I look like the oldest person in this video. I wish you the happiest days. Thank you for welcoming me to Fort Gibson. Love you.
Hi Joe, it's Renee. I'm very excited for you and the new chapter of your life that lays ahead for you. I have a lot of fond memories of things that have happened with us over the years. I appreciate all the advice that you've given and the humor that you've been able to bestow upon us at times when it was especially needed. One particular story that comes to mind for us is when you and I were alone in the 5th grade hall together. As happened a lot, everybody else would be gone and you and I'd still be there working. Not sure why that was always the case, but anyway, on this particular night it was after dark, and you and I both heard noises on the roof, and we were scared and sure that someone was on the roof. So we called Fort Gibson's finest to come help us out, and they didn't come, so we called my husband. He did come. He didn't find anything, but while he was out there looking, the police pulled up, and they didn't even question him about why he was there, so that made us feel just really super safe. Anyway, even though they didn't find anything, you and I both know there was someone there, and they were after us for sure. But anyway, Sherry said that it was the temperature changing and rolling across the roof making that noise. Yeah, we don't believe that. So I just want to wish you well and just let you know how much we appreciate you, how much you'll be missed, and we love the stories that you tell, and it's sad that that won't be there anymore, but again, very excited for you and what lay ahead. So good luck to you. Take care.
Okay, I kept putting this off because I rarely get out of my pajamas these days and at least needed to put a face on before I sent this video for my mom. However, I have written down some advantages and disadvantages of having a mom as a school teacher. Advantage number 1, you're the first person to get checked for head lice each and every year. That way you know you don't have it. Number 2, if you forgot something at school, your mom was always only a building away and always had everything that you need in her desk. Number 3, if you wanted to pick up your yearbook and you didn't have any money and your mom hadn't already paid for it, you just scroll on down to her room downstairs and write your own check out for it, even in your own 5th grade handwriting. Number 4, you always had a hangout snack shack after school. You never starved, and your friends always threw their backpacks and everywhere all over my mom's room and she never said a word. Number 5, they were at all your events even if they didn't want to be. But the cool part of that is that students would walk by and say, "Oh, Mrs. Rhyne, you came to watch me," not knowing that they weren't there to watch them. They were there to watch us. However, it still helped both us and the student. Now for the disadvantages. They knew you were in trouble even before you could get back to the room and hand them the note. Number 7, you were made together at the table and grade papers as a family. Yes, nightly. And my mom would not let me cheat either. Number 8, you couldn't get away with not doing your homework. Teachers were only an email away, and she would follow up to make sure that you had done so. Number 9, you had to go to school early and stay late at times, even when you didn't want to. Sometimes you felt like you lived there. And number 10, they could find out anything they wanted about anybody in advance. So if I ever came home and said, "Hey, so-and-so wants to ask me out on a date," there was already a yes or no answer because she'd already done the investigation before I ever even asked. But now that you're done and put in your time, you juggled being a mom, teacher, taxi driver, cheerleader, sports fan, everything for us and the grandkids. Now you can go juggle and do whatever you want in retirement and do exactly what you want to do from now on. Love you, and I wish you happy retirement.
Nana, surprise! It's your retirement party, and it's about dadgum time. So, I have to ask you, are you sure you don't want to teach one more year? No? Okay, good, because it is time to take some time for yourself. You have always put everything and everybody before yourself, and now it's time to take some time for Joe. You hear me? And you better go take some time for Joe. Go on a trip. Go do whatever your heart desires because you deserve it. So I just want to thank you personally for everything that you've done for me in my life, whether it be academically, doctor's appointments, sporting events. You've done it all because you are super grandma. I cannot imagine having anybody else as my grandma, and I love you dearly. I know I can say thank you from all the students that you've taught because we all know you've made an impact on our lives with your crazy self. Thank you for everything, literally everything that you've done for our family and your students because you go above and beyond to do anything you can to help any of them out in any type of way. You have such a good heart, and I just want to say thank you for teaching, and thank you for picking Fort Gibson because it is the best school out there. And I hope you have enjoyed your time teaching there. I know you have because you've stayed so long. But it's time to go do you and take care of you. So I love you, and I hope that you enjoy your retirement because you deserve it, as I've said. But yeah, I love you, and thank you so much. Literally, thank you so much for everything you've done for me. So, bye.
That's good. Right here. Okay. Thank you for teaching and how you have impacted all of our lives. Thank you. I love you, and have a blessed day, and yeah. And happy retirement day.
Hey Mom, if I know you by now, you've got a good cry going, and I'll try not to make it worse. I just wanted to take the time to tell you thank you for everything you've done, being my number one, my first and best teacher, and being the example that I wanted to be like, which is why I am a teacher today. I don't remember one time ever getting up and going to school and you staying at home. You were there every day. You put your students' needs in front of your own, and I appreciate that, and I hope that I can be half the mom and the teacher that you have been over the years. Enjoy this retirement. You deserve it. Just please don't call me in the middle of the night to bail you out of trouble. Call Dana. Or just be good. Either one. But I love you, and I'm so excited for this next chapter in your life.
Hey Nana, happy retirement. Thanks for always hauling me and my friends around and just being at all my sporting events and supporting me, even though Mom says you don't have a clue about anything. Thanks. Love you.
Hey Nana, happy retirement. Thank you for always coming to all my sporting events and being my number one fan. I love you.
Hey Nana, it's your favorite grandchild. Thank you for bringing me to school every morning and getting me breakfast. Hope you enjoy your retirement. Love you.
Hi, Joe. So glad to know that you're retiring. You're my partner in crime, and so now we'll have more time to get into lots of trouble. Seriously, though, thank you for being the friend that you've been all these years. Thank you for not giving up on me when so many people did. Joe, you have a heart of gold, and I know how much you have loved teaching at Fort Gibson, and you have invested so much of yourself into your kids, and they are better for it. I love you, and I wish you the best in all you do.
We love you, Miss Rhyne. We'll miss you.